Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I have my friend Prakath with us, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the entrepreneurial journey. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Professor Kev. Thank you.
I
Pleasure to be on
appreciate
the
you
show.
making the time for me too. So, when I was looking at your LinkedIn profile, I saw you've been involved in a couple of different companies.
hmm
So today I should come on the show to talk about the challenges of getting involved in companies. Because we were joking before this show, everyone thinks it's easy. You just
Right.
go out and make a company, you make yourself whatever fancy title you want, and the rest is easy. And we both know that's not really the case. So talk to me about some of the challenges you've seen as a budding entrepreneur.
All right. So before that, I'll just get started with a quick introduction about
Sure.
myself. My name is Prakyath. I'm from Bangalore, India. Spent most of my schooling doing a lot of things, tried out a bunch of ventures, didn't really work out in anything. But all of this led me towards Messa School of Business. It's a new age startup focused B school, again, based out of Bangalore. It was founded by two Ivy League alumni. So what they're doing is they're trying to build the next Stanford of India right now. So Stanford did that around like 20, 30 years ago, and they created a lot of entrepreneurs. And now you see the way Silicon Valley is booming. That's the same kind of vision they have for Bangalore. So it's around, there are like 100 people, all top entrepreneurs, whoever have tried out different businesses, right? That was the kind of entry criteria to get into Mesa. And once you've been in there, it's just the entrepreneurial energy around you. It's just very infectious, right? You want to try out different things. They don't really care if you fail or succeed. All they want you to do is just try, try, try. And our founder keeps saying that, maybe if you fail 10 times, the 11th time you're going to make it. So that's the kind of energy we're going in with. Uh, and yeah, one of the first things that we started out there in Mesa was a ceramics business. So we're into clay works, pottery, homemade kitchen stuff, all of that. So that was one of my first ventures. And fortunately, it got shut down because you couldn't really make a lot of money for the amount of effort you were putting in. But we're always exploring new things. AI is a new thing right now. So we're looking at a few UGC AI created content, and we're trying to build a marketing consulting agency as well. So yeah, that's just a bit about me.
So I like what you said though, because again, I in my class I talk about opportunity costs all the time.
hmm
Everything in life
Right,
has one. You being on the show with me right now, that's an opportunity cost for you. You can't be out doing something else. And
right,
sometimes we get so focused on wanting to start a business, then we look at it going, okay, I put this many hours into it and made this much money. You're like, that's not even minimum wage. I could have done better with my time and stuff. So I think that's important. I also like how you said that, the failure is part of it. I have people, they do one thing, and they're like, oh, I failed. I guess I'm not an entrepreneur. Well, maybe that's the answer. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're happier, working for someone else and not having to think about being an entrepreneur 24 hours a day. But again, you have to try again. If you're going to give up after the first time, that's probably not going to be too successful and stuff. So now tell me about some of the other things you've worked on and what the challenges have been.
All right. So, one thing that we've started out recently, we're basically a marketing consulting agency. Started out with a few of my friends. So we see all of these software-based SaaS companies, startups, they're doing well on marketing, right? They know how it works on Instagram, they know the algorithm, and they're able to crack it. But what I feel is I saw this gap where in the Indian business market, at least, there are a lot of these small and medium-sized businesses, right? The ones that have been running for around 30, 50 years. And they don't really have a digital presence at all. It's only now that they're aware that an app like Instagram or Meta ads, Google, all of these exist, right? Most of them don't even have a website, but they're making like millions of dollars in revenue each year. So there's this real gap, and we're trying to find these medium-sized businesses who want to expand, who want a digital storefront, and we're completely AI native. So we're trying to use all of these generative AI tools, just help them build a digital presence, and we're trying to build a few brands around that as well. Recently, I was talking to this one founder. Um, they run a snacks company, right? Snacks is a huge thing in India, It's almost part of your daily routine, right? Every evening with your coffee or your tea, you need some sort of snacks with you. So that's just how it is in India. And yeah, so they've been in the market for 30 to 50 years. They're doing around 5 crores of revenue, which is almost, let's say, 75% towards $1 million a year. And the thing is that they're doing this with like just one factory, right? One factory, which is not even like at max 500 square feet. So
Huh.
with just that little of a size, they're able to generate a huge revenue, and all of this is based on their network that they've built for the past few years, right? But now they really want to expand. The owner, the founder, is retiring, and his son-in-law is going to take over. He doesn't really have a lot of idea about this because he's from he wasn't really into business. He's working at Goldman Sachs, so he wants to do this on the side. So he thought of just collaborating with us. We're going to help them build this brand, probably do a white labeling brand or anything. We're just in the process of figuring that out. Yeah, so that's just one brand. A lot of challenges. Apart from this, we also have another brand, again in the ceramic space. They happened to be our suppliers when I was running the ceramics business at Messa School of Business again. So I just partnered up with this ceramics owner. He's based out of Bangalore again, doing 1 crore, which is quite a decent amount. They opened a new store recently, and again they're facing the same challenges right nowadays. In India, I'm not sure if you're aware, there's this new thing about quick commerce where you want convenience at speed, right? You're basically measuring convenience with speed right now, and you want everything within the next 30 minutes.
Hmm.
In the US, I'm going to assume that the grocery culture shopping is still existent. You go to Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, whatever it is, maybe weekly once or twice, get all your groceries. But India, it's not like that. You want milk, you just order milk right now. So that's the kind of thing. And what this has a ripple effect on other businesses because people are getting out of their homes less often now. And that makes it all the more vital to have some sort of digital presence. And yeah, that is where we're helping them with. We're helping them build a WhatsApp based store right now, slowly transitioning into a Shopify based website. And yeah, that they're just trying to expand, and white labeling is just a part of it.
I agree with your comments. Like you said, I was laughing when you were talking about ordering because I just did that yesterday at Walmart. I wanted some
Hmm.
soda, and they literally brought it to my house 30 minutes later. And I live pretty close to Walmart, but I'm like, why would you drive there to buy just soda
Right,
when you can just click the button and it will show up at your house 30 minutes later? It's probably quicker for them to deliver it to me than me drive back and forth. And then I'm also not buying extra stuff when I'm there. We're like, oh, I'll go in, like, hey, I'll get this too and stuff. It is, but I like what you were saying. A lot of times companies, they get to a certain growth level and then they realize I need extra help. I need to use all this stuff you've mentioned. We're like, oh, we're doing fine, but then you hit that proverbial ceiling because you don't have the infrastructure in place, you don't have the market
right.
in place and stuff. So it's crystal ball time, my friend. Last question. What's your goals for the future? What are you hoping to accomplish in the next 3 to 5 years?
I always keep thinking about my future. I'm pursuing my CFA right now as well alongside this. Maybe get into finance. I'm still not sure what to do in finance exactly. So I'm just trying to figure that out. But one thing that's really appealing to me is private equity. But yeah, again, private equity is one part, main part is about finance, Excel, all of that. I get that. But on the other side of it, I think there's a lot about understanding the businesses that you're working with. And that is what I'm trying to accomplish with this venture as well, the agency that I'm running. We don't really have a lot of clients right now. We have two, three focused clients. They're
Yep.
paying us decently well. So we're happy with that. But basically, I just want to grow every passing day, right? I want to feel smarter than who I was 2 or 3 days ago. So that's the kind of mindset I have right now. And yeah, maybe private equity is what I want to do.
I like your comments about knowing the companies because a lot of
Right.
times people try to have this cookie cutter, like this fits everyone. Probably doesn't. You don't understand
Right.
what's behind the company. So that was a great point. So if people want to reach out to you, you want to learn more about what you're doing, maybe partner with you on something, what's the best way to reach out to you?
I can drop in my mail. And I'm pretty responsive on LinkedIn as well. You can
Yep.
any day send a request.
Awesome.
That works as well.
I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor.